There are moments when someone throws words with the clear intention of hurting, provoking, or destabilizing. They don't always shout. Sometimes they smile while attacking. In that precise instant, a silent fork appears. React from impulse or sustain a calm that disorients. Those who master that pause not only avoid damage, but reshape the entire scene. Real advantage does not lie in quick replies, but in understanding what truly happens when someone tries to break your balance. Why does an unfair criticism affect so many people? Because the attack is often confused with identity. Why does the person who remains calm seem to walk away stronger? Because they understand that conflict rarely speaks about them. The answer is simple. Verbal attacks almost never describe the target. They reveal the inner state of the aggressor. Whoever understands this stops being a target and becomes an observer with strategic clarity. Before moving forward, pause for a moment. If this perspective resonates with you, leave a like, share this content with someone who might need it, and subscribe to keep learning how to handle difficult situations with emotional intelligence and mental control. That simple action helps more people access tools that can transform relationships and everyday dynamics. When someone attacks, it usually comes from one of three invisible sources. Sometimes it is insecurity. Putting others down becomes a shortcut to feeling superior. Other times it is envy, especially when someone else's progress exposes personal stagnation. There is also the need for control, the urge to provoke a reaction in order to dominate another person's emotions. In every case, aggression functions as an involuntary confession. Understanding this turns the attack into information rather than a threat. The first effective move is paradoxical, not reacting. Conscious silence and a serene expression cut off the emotional fuel the aggressor expects. Without rushed defense or impulsive counterattack, calm becomes an uncomfortable mirror. The person who launched the provocation finds themselves expending energy against an imperturbable wall. In that void, their intensity begins to look excessive, even ridiculous, while you retain clarity and control. With the impact absorbed, the second step follows: redirect. This is not about debating the content of the attack, but about shifting the center of the interaction. Calm, precise questions move the focus toward the other person's intention. In doing so, the attacker stops accusing and starts explaining. That simple redirection dismantles provocations, dissolves vague accusations, and forces aggression to lose its footing. The final closure is reframing. Here, total narrative control is established. The attack stops being a personal judgment and becomes a minor piece of information without emotional weight. Acknowledging calmly, returning to the task, or changing the subject sends a clear message. The aggression never truly mattered. The confrontation ends quietly, with no visible winner, but with the hierarchy unmistakably defined. This method is not about overpowering others, but about showing there is no ground on which to attack. In a world filled with daily clashes, those who act with strategic calm become fortresses that are difficult to disturb. If this content brought you clarity, support it with a like, share it, and subscribe. Trained calm does not only protect, it positions, transforms, and strengthens.